problem, 7 years from now or to politics from now or even one, it would become a narco-politics like in South America and Mexico. Saan ka makakita? Where do you find a country a mayor is inaugurated in the morning and in the afternoon she is executed? That will not happen. That will not happen during my watch. I said I will be harsh. But for all about this killing, extrajudicial killing, may I again bring you back to your fundamentals. About the only time that a police officer or any civilian for that matter acting in defense for himself or for a stranger is that you announce your authority or at least the crime or the wrong that the other guy has committed, and you just announce that you are arrested, and you're a civilian, you can do that. And if you drop your arms and then you start to overcome the resistance if there is one. And if there is a resistance that would place your life in jeopardy, then by all means shoot and shoot him dead. That is my order. Pero kayong mga there are a lot of openings slots dito. There will be a major revamp. Alam mo kasi, ganito yan. Alam ko yung style ninyo. I'm not addressing this body. I'm addressing the Filipino people. Kayong mga police na scalawags, nagkakakaso kayo. Robbery, kidnapping, bantay kayo kasi titignan ko yung record, bantay ka sa akin. No, I said do not mess up with me. I'm not challenging anybody. But do not ever, take it against me kasi talagang hiritan ko kayo. You commit crimes. Then you are charged. You go AWOL or AWOL dito sa dialect natin. Then you let the years pass, 2-3 years. I mean, you feel that you can already bargain with the victim, or the victim has died, or the victim has transferred to another residence. You smell around, and then suddenly you surface with your lawyer and say, Your Honor, I have decided to surrender because there is a warrant of arrest against me. And then he is put on bail or detained. A non-bailable offense, kidnapping, murder. So what do? You go to the GRS where you are free to go around even if you are really supposed to be in detention. Tapos palakad-lakad lang kayo. Then when it is calendared, you go to the court and say, Your Honor, I want the trial now. Because I feel that I am innocent, I'm insisting on a trial. So the server goes to serve the summons for the offended party to appear that day. I mean, you know very well that you surrendered because everything is already cleared. So the following hearing, you say, Your Honor, we would like to have the trial now. Now that we are here. And there is no service because the server was paid just to serve. Cannot be located or nowhere to be found. I was a prosecutor. Do not. I know. Pagkatapos yan, Your Honor, the lawyer would say, my client is innocent. He's now insisting on a trial of the case. Otherwise, we invoke the constitutional provision under the Bill of Rights. Speedy trial. And you would insist on a trial, or else you ask for a dismissal of the case if there are no witnesses. Then you insist, and the poor prosecutor would say, Your Honor, give us a last chance to... But he cannot go out of the office. There are thousands of cases to be heard in 1 month. The fiscal has about 10 criminal cases every day. Ready yan pag may witnesses. Those wallowing in good time are the defense lawyers. They have 1 or 2 cases for the day. They have studied the case carefully. They have the money to interview the witnesses and concoct another true story. So on the third hearing, the court will say, Fiscal, ready? Your Honor, I'm sorry, I have no witnesses. Opposite counsel, Your Honor, we insist on a trial of the case. If the fiscal is not ready, the prosecutor, then we ask for the dismissal of the case. Every dismissal of a case which bears to the reason that there are no witnesses or any witness, that dismissal is with jeopardy. It can no longer be defied. Kaya alam ko yan lahat. I said I was a trial prosecutor for 10 years. I've been a mayor in social contact with every human being in my territory. Not quite different from the rest of what ails this problem. Corruption, including the law enforcement. I'm willing to give you a break, but those who were, after the dismissal, you go to Krami. Krami has no other option. Says that the case is dismissed because there is no witness. That is a case, a dismissal on the merit. So you have to be taken back, my God, with salary. You have your grand time, good time, and we pay you back for the years that you are in vacation. I will not allow or countenance that anymore. Sorry ho, magkaibigan ko kayo. As I have said, you can never find any city mayor in the history of this country who protected his men, his soldiers from harm. Delfin Lorenzana was he knows how I defended, the onslaught of the legal, of the left. Or I am a socialist. I belong to the left dimension of the way we think. That is not my fault. I am a son of a poor man. But more than that, I have this constitutional duty to protect every man, to give his due. Iwasan ninyo ang korupsyon ngayon, because I will tabulate every record of yours, and those who are scalawags, either you resign, because I'm forming now the man that I would assign to Sulu. What do you want? Compostela? Okay kayo kasi nag-uusap tayo sa there will be lessening of violence now, I suppose, because we are talking to the left. But lastly, the only thing why I'm here is that, I was listening to the candidates, and that maybe prompted President Ramos to go to me. Nobody was talking about Mindanao. Nobody was talking about how to craft a strategy of ending the issue of insurrection in Mindanao, how we deal with the Moro brothers, how to correct the injustice, and how to deal with the left. And I had the privilege of just talking to them also, because maybe on the same wavelength. I was referring to the Tocatis. And I had also had the misfortunes of being a prosecutor and a mayor.